My name is Alex Jones, and I'm going to teach you a bit about one of my favorite pieces of software. The software is called VoxR3D. It is used in the medical field. This is for MSTU4029, Managing Educational Technical Resources. What we're going to do is we're going to first load the program. I'm going to go to Start, All Programs, search for VoxR3D, choose VoxR3D. VoxR3D actually comes with a licensed USB dongle, which is in. What we're going to do, we are going to load a DICOM scan. DICOM is a standard format which comes from MR, CT, FMR scans. You need to obviously have these files. We are going to import DICOM files, and mine was located on the desktop, but it came directly to the right folder, DICOM. What you're going to do is you're going to select the first one. You can do Control A. I just hold down Shift and go to the last one. We're going to do Open. It's importing frame by frame. So here we have it. We have 138 images. When a scan is performed, this is a MR scan, as you can see there. We have 1.50 millimeter thickness. So that is the scan that we want. And I'm going to go down to here. I'm going to choose 3D. I'm going to do View. And so here is our lovely 3D representation of this file. As you can see, this patient has had extensive head surgery. What we are going to do is we are going to view what the scan actually looks like. Let's go over to Display As, and let's go down to Preset. Let's go to Active MR, and this is what you see. This is the actual scan. This is all the data. All the stuff on the left side, on the right side is interference. If one has braces, fillings, anything metal will cause interference with the scan. We can segment that out. What we do here is, this is our 3D model. On the left side here we have sagittal, coronal, and transverse. If you notice what happens if I go to the coronal and I click on the left line here, hold your mouse button down and slide it to the left, you'll see in the 3D model, in the 3D window, it's moving it. Now what happens is if I bring it to about here, it automatically resizes the window. Now what we actually did is we sliced this head. Now if I turn it, voila, there is the inside. It looks nice. What we can do, we can play around with the Hounsfield units. Hounsfield units are how the scans interpret tissue density. So let's play around with this by going down to the levels, and if you go back into your 3D window and you left click and hold, you can move your mouse button up and down, and you'll notice it's changing all the Hounsfield units. So we can segment things out. For example, right now we're looking at sinuses. You can view it around, right around here. Those are your sinuses. And as far as MR scans are great for tissue. Very good with detail. If you want to get bone, you would be working with a CT scan. So let's move this around. As you can see, there has been some extensive surgery on this skull. Epilepsy patient. So let's go. Let's bring this right forward. Accurately, click down here, bring this in like that. Let's bring this all the way up so we're looking at the full head. Let's go to presets, let's bring it to Active MR. We can work with segmentation. Segmentation, what we'll do is we'll go top right here, we'll choose segmentation. What we'll do is we'll try to get rid of a little bit of this interference. Go over here to the coronal, let's slide this all the way over until we get only the interference. We're going to go down to region. Region stands for region grow. It's a fairly standard operation within different 3D programs, 3D modeling programs. So we're going to choose this. We can actually click and create a selection box if we want to. So we'll select more and press delete on your keyboard. Let's try it one more time so we can get some more stuff. Obviously we're working in a 3D environment here, so what you may think you're selecting, maybe not there. So what we'll do is we'll turn this around. We'll spin it around just to see if maybe we can get a better angle on this. And let's go choose a region. We don't want that. So I'm actually going to press escape, and that takes us out of that mode, and that's good for now. So let's get out of region mode. Let's go back up here to 3D. Good. Targeted volume. Let's go to review. Let's bring this back. Interestingly enough, it actually didn't take it, so let's just do this one more time. Do not know why. There it is. Interesting. Anyways, doesn't matter. What we are going to do is we're going to export a AVI file for if you want to import this to a presentation. So let's make this head leveled. We're going to go to capture right here. We're going to define the movie. Right now we're in definition mode, so now we're gonna. I like using these buttons over here. It just stays level. So I'm just gonna spin this around until we get back to here. As you can see, total path angle, it calculated it. We're gonna do end recording, and then you want to make sure you press capture. Now it's going into recording, and then we're gonna close this. We can double click on this, and there we have it. We can move this bar right here, and it shows all that stuff. This is pretty nice. Obviously we clean this up a little bit and it'll look better. And what we want to do is you can export as a non-DICOM, which would allow us an option of AVI. We can do that. Choose your saving location. I'm going to call this, I'm going to call it head 2. I'm going to click save. 15 frames a second is good. If you're editing video, you might want 29.97 or 30. Even if you're working in 24p, maybe 24 frames. But for now, let's do 15 frames. Apply lossy compression. Click OK. Couple seconds, and it's just going to export it to compressed AVI. You can import it into PowerPoint. You can do a bunch of stuff with it. I'm going to actually minimize this program. I'm going to find it. Here it is. Head to my desktop. Double click on that. And there we have it. There we have the export AVI. So there we have it. That's the basics with Voxar 3D. It does a bunch more. And stay tuned for my next training. Excellent. Take care.